It took me 25 appeals to get unsuspended once. And it wasn't because of retail arbitrage, it was because of FBA. What's going on, guys? So in this video, I had a couple people asking me about this, and in this video I'm going to talk about Amazon dropshipping, retail arbitrage dropshipping, and if I had to start over again, 3-4 years ago, would I still do it because of all the risks and all the liability and all that stuff? And the answer is maybe. Because there's so many things that have just changed. Brands are getting crazier, Amazon's getting crazier, sales taxes changed. AliExpress, Alibaba, they're shipping faster now, e-packets and stuff like that. Everything has changed. Back 3-4 years ago, it wasn't as difficult to, and even on the FBA side, it wasn't as difficult. The brands weren't as crazy and weren't making all these complaints. And so there was a lot of stuff you could do you didn't have to worry about. And at the end of the day, would I still do it now, 2018, 2019? Yes. But I'd have to have my own course from all of the work that I put into it, like literally all of the safeguards, everything to a T. Like there's no way I would do it if I didn't have my own course to watch, because I would 100% only do AliExpress dropshipping. I promise right now, I would, if that existed back then, or I knew a way to do it safely, I would only do that. Because I used to do that. Like I used to do that on eBay. But I actually used to buy products. My first thing that I was doing was buying AliExpress stuff. Like I bought like 10, 15, 20 at a time, got it from AliExpress, and I was buying it and listing it on eBay and fulfilling it myself. I was already doing that. That was one of the first things I did. I was doing obviously the Goodwill flipping and the garage sale flipping and all that stuff. So I already knew that it worked, because you can sell anything for like $3, $4, $5 and make $3, $4, $5. You buy a product for like 50 cents on AliExpress. It's a joke. Now, I wasn't establishing a brand, but it's something that's the beauty of you're starting on Amazon, because you have the opportunity to start a brand and then obviously funnel it to your Shopify, which is what you want to do. Never start Shopify first, please. Please, please, please don't start Shopify first, because it doesn't really make sense. Not with Amazon, not with eBay, because it's just the traffic's already there, and you don't need to do PPC first. Just follow doodz course. You do not need to do PPC first. You can rank your items organically with keywords, and then once you are selling it, you can kind of make that decision of, okay, how much PPC do I need to do? How much money am I making? It's a great system, because you're making higher margins, and you can decide from those sales that you're getting from organic traffic, how much PPC you can do, because it's not, the money isn't really coming out of your pockets, coming out of your what you're making, and then from your sales and your PPC that you're kind of trickling in, kind of scaling your brand, and ranking, and then you can decide based on those daily sales how much FBA you want to do, and that's going to boost your sales as well. It's going to boost your margins as well. So FBA sales faster, and gives you the ability to also sell it for more, because people want their stuff fast. Anyways, would I do it over that, since I know everything now? People have asked me this question too. Now that I have all the resources, now that I have everything that I have, why am I still doing retail arbitrage? Because of the risks. Okay. It's still, since I know all the tricks and all the tips and safeguards, it still is it's okay. So it's not something that I would ever take away, and obviously I invested blood, sweat, tears into it, and built my team to handle everything. I mean, there's a lot of systems and there's a lot of softwares out there that absolutely suck. Like SeaGrid sucks, but I still train on SeaGrid because of the fact that I create a system that works. It's just the fact that it is actually, we know how to utilize it, okay? So certain softwares suck. I mean, e-commerce solutions, it sucks too. WebScraper was the only software that actually had the most potential to be the best. They're going to incorporate wholesale, which is something that, in the course I'm talking about, you have to have knowledge on wholesale dropshipping, because you're incorporating that into your business. Since Amazon dropshipping, retail arbitrage dropshipping is against terms of service, you need to be able to prove to Amazon that you're a wholesaler, okay? And that's kind of the trick now. It's kind of gray hat, but if you have the contracts and you're authorized to sell the items, you are eliminating at least one side of it. The brands are going to complain. You're not going to get as many complaints. Those won't rack up, and you'll be able to take advantage of the latter part of as you start dropshipping more and more and understanding things. You can start building up relationships and and getting, obviously your FedEx, UPS, USPS, like better rates when you're doing wholesale arbitrage. And then you don't have to do Walmart or Overstock or use those as suppliers. Once you can eliminate all those fees, handling time, and stuff like that, you can actually start just doing wholesale. So it is kind of like, like training wheels. Retail arbitrage is kind of like training wheels. But essentially with AliExpress dropshipping, you don't even have to deal with anything. But the retail arbitrage is always kind of a fickle thing. But if you're doing this course that I'm making, I think that it is going to be worth it, because I've seen everybody else's courses. And yes, I mean, they have good things in them, but remember, it's not good if there's something missing. Like if, let's just say theoretically we're in an airplane and the pilot, before you take off, is like, hey, there's a slight chance we could be actually, crashing. Are you staying in an airplane? Okay, multi-million-dollar plane, and it's a great plane, but the pilot just said that, hey, we could go down here. We might crash. You still staying in? Your life is on the line. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's important to understand it from that perspective. You want to make sure your pilot, knows what's going on, and knows all the factors and has the experience, has all the safeguards. Even when you are suspended and you've gotten multiple no's or rejections from Amazon, you have to understand that does not mean anything. That means nothing. It took me 25 appeals to get unsuspended once. And it wasn't because of retail arbitrage, it was because of FBA. Just want to be clear. At the end of the day, the choice is yours whether you're on the fence or not. If you have a model that works, if it's not broken, don't fix it. You can isolate it. Okay, so if you want to say, okay, I'm going to do retail arbitrage on this account, I'm going to do wholesale dropshipping on this account, and then I'm going to do AliExpress drop surfing on this account. You can do that. And I'm talking about multiple accounts. Now, it used to be way, 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 way easier, but I'm going to talk about that and how to do it correctly. And just keep in mind, you actually used to be able to separate, multiple LLCs, and it used to be super easy to isolate that. Now you actually have to have a face or something, to actually prove that you are a real person to Amazon. So you kind of need to partner with, a family member or a friend or something like that. And that's totally doable. It's not that big a deal. Make a business contract and just, put all the terms and stuff, whatever you want. And yeah, you can have multiple models isolated so you can, do whatever. Now, I actually, in some senses of the word, recommend doing that, because you can kind of, take advantage of each one. It's each, and if you get suspended, I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm talking about how to prevent and how to get unsuspended. There's a lot bigger risks out there, and I'm just trust and believe. There's so many risks out there in business that it doesn't even make sense. So this kind of risk, when we're talking about drop shipping, is not really a risk, especially if you know what you're doing. Because I mean, even on FBA, even on wholesale, and even on AliExpress drop shipping, if you didn't know what you were doing, you could still get suspended. Okay, just want to make sure we're all clear. You can get suspended on anywhere. Okay. eBay, Walmart, now you can sell on a Walmart jet. You can get suspended anywhere, okay? So, I mean, just keep that in mind. I just want everybody to be an open book here. I'm trying to be as, legit as possible. But it is my goal, it is my duty, and it is my absolute, intention to make sure that everybody's successful who takes the course. And as we go in and go into new models and incorporate new things, I want everybody to grow and add new things in a way that is as beneficial as possible. Anyways, that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys got benefit from this video. I'll see you on the next one.